Here we have two American products that were in direct competition with each other in the period just before World War I. We have the New Haven Tattoo intermittent with bell back. You can see the bell forms a large portion of the back of the case. And a very nice decorative bow. And then we have the original, and here's a later Sleepmeter / jack-o'-lantern to compare how much bigger it is with the later clock there. This is the one that would go on to become the Ben-Hur. An original intermittent Sleepmeter, which also has a nice bow that's decorative looking, and a back which is mostly a bell. And we compare the layout of the back of these clocks. You can see they're very similar. This is the alarm, this is the time set, alarm, silent switch. And on the Westclox product, and these are the knobs too. This is the way the knobs are made on this particular clock. So it's made to be a lower cost clock, so they're not nice machined knobs, but they're rather simple stamped knobs. The time set, the alarm set, the time wind, and the alarm wind, and the click. It's got a good spring, but the click on this clock, the click is not good, so I cannot wind the alarm. That's something I have not taken care of yet. So as you can see, they're very nice clocks. They've got a nice weight to them. The New Haven clock is noticeably heavier than the Westclox clock, but actually it's pretty close to the same. They have very wonderfully marked dials. Fortunately, the masking ring there is not quite right. The New Haven product has a very fancy dial, almost looks like the dial they would use on one of their black mantle clocks. Even the hands are what would be called fashion hands. Very alarm clock-ish, but this is a very nice alarm clock. Need a little bit of red ink for a little bit of color. The marbleized model effect is from a previous owner dousing the clock, no doubt from the holes in the back with WD-40 or something. When I got this clock, it reeked of oil. Everything was horribly wet inside in the back. I have no kind words for people that do things like this. I'm glad that the previous owner of the Sleepmeter was not so industrious with the oil as the previous owner of this clock was. I think the less said, the better. We'll just go with that. Well, I cannot show you what the alarm sounds like on the intermittent Sleepmeter, but I can show you what the alarm sounds like on the intermittent Tattoo. So we'll put it on alarm ring. And there we are in one of the intermittent sections there. It works just like the intermittent would work on the intermittent Sleepmeter or on the loud alarm Big Bens with the intermittent movement. There's a cam there, operated off of the third wheel. that works, the intermittent lever. Okay. So there you have it. Westclox and their nearest competition, one of the New Haven Tattoo. I'm sure if I get the opportunity to, I would find that all the other American clock companies, Ingraham, Sessions, Waterbury, Gilbert, and Seth Thomas all had their own versions of the tattoo, which were comparable in size with the Sleepmeter produced by Westclox. It just, at this particular point in time, the only example I have right now is the tattoo in a 30-hour clock. I have a New Haven, an Ansonia clock, that's an 8-day clock that's a little bit bigger than a Sleepmeter. It's about the size of a Big Ben. That was an example of a very popular clock at the time. I have another video of it on the channel here. It's an older video. But I like New Haven clocks. I think this New Haven's a nice example to have as a clock that was in production and in competition with the Westclox product. And they're good clocks. They really are. They each have their interesting design personalities and are both good examples of the inventive genius of American manufacturing. So, this is Oklahoma Bridges. As always, feel free to leave comments, and thank you for watching.